On today's podcast, we're going to be covering 5 quick fire safety tips, so stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the podcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the podcast at warehousesafetytips.com. Now, if you're a seasoned podcast listener, this podcast is going to be different from most you listen to. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money and each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all of that out of the way, let's get to the podcast.
Even though the main message of our podcast centers around warehouse safety and similar locations, today's topic is fitting for almost anywhere. And that topic is fire safety. We hope you never have to deal with an actual fire at your location, but wanted you to always be prepared. That preparation comes in 2 forms. 1, in prevention, and 2, in knowing what to do should prevention fail.
Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. Now back to the podcast.
Here are 5 quick fire safety tips to help you, your staff, and your facility. Number 1, have a plan in place for fire safety and evacuation, and a person and/or team in charge of keeping it updated. 2, assure you have all the required and needed signs and floor markings for indicating fire, safety, and first aid equipment or areas, exits, and paths to exits, such as regular or glowing tape, and/or any fire or safety evacuation info. 3, do regular fire drills and assure everyone at your facility is knowledgeable about your fire safety and evacuation plans. This includes, but is not limited to, assuring that your fire alarms, extinguishers, sprinklers, and other equipment are in working condition. 4, make sure you keep your facility as free of fire potential situations as possible. Avoid excess clutter, garbage, and/or flammable material handling that are solid, liquids, or gases. This also includes ensuring that all areas are free and clear as possible in the event that you do need to evacuate. 5, keep safety top of mind. And if you see something, say something. In a perfect world, we hope you never experience a fire in your facility, but we hope these tips have you prepared in case you do.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips, and have a safe day.